Okay, I've given my kids something to watch. I'm trying to continue to. This is why it's so hard to open stuff up. All right, this one comes from my friend, Mr. S. Garnett, and it is in obviously unopened condition. I do make a habit of opening everything on camera like this, showing it's unopened, just because if there ever is an issue with something you receive, you want to be fair to the person who sold it to you. They want to know that you didn't open it or do anything with it. It's not a big chance for someone like me to do that. I bought a lot of stuff. I'm not going to do something silly like that. Like some people might, I don't know, but you know, it's still comforting to have proof, you know, that you didn't do that, and I'm sure it gives a seller and both the buyer peace of mind, and that's why I open my mail on camera. Whether I was, thank you, enjoy, says. I open on camera, and I guess it gives me something in terms of content if I want to post to YouTube, which I'm starting to do now. But that wasn't really the reason that I'm opening on video. I was doing it before anyway. All right, so here's a card worth checking out. It's a Lion's Eye Diamond, near mint as well. Let's take a look at that. S. Garnett. I should definitely have to remember that and say thank you. Okay, there we go. S. Garnett. There might even be two Lion's Eye Diamonds in here. Oh! Look at the sneaky little volcanic island hiding in the back there. All right, so let's we'll look at the condition. I'll have to review and make sure what I was supposed to be buying these as. That's important. But I'll evaluate the condition now. These are kind of our high-end cards. So start the island. The back is near mint. That's excellent. I'm gonna say the front is pretty near mint too. Off-centered, obviously, but that's not really has anything to do with the condition of the card. There's really no signs of play wear on the back. I'm really impressed by this condition. It smells good even here. So you can see that's the back of this card. Really nice. Front is equally nice, and we'll just authenticate it very quickly here. The green dot. So I'll put it under the green dot, and geez, it looks terrible under the green dot actually. Hold on a second. I mean, you can tell this offset printing. I'm wondering why the green dot looks so poor. I really want to look at that a little closer. That is a bit odd. Milo, just need a little space here, buddy. I know you want to come in and have a look, but...
Dad, I want to make another submarine.
Okay, let's make me another submarine, please.
Okay.
Pretty sure about this card. So yeah, actually, you know, you can see there's a flat ridge here. There's a flat ridge here. There's the 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, which are typical. And the printing, you can tell it's an offset printing. So there's just something to the printing itself. Like Revised, Revised has a lot of print variation in it. It was one of the first large mass-produced sets. The card feels, I'm not sure actually about the card. The card feels almost too new. I am starting to have my doubts about whether this is a real card or not, come to think of it. I mean, it can't not be. It is looking at the lettering now. Isn't inkjet printed or something like that? I mean, that is really poor. I have to say though, that the dotting, the printing quality on this is really poor. I think that's what's throwing me off. It really doesn't look correct. But again, the border looks correct. Gosh. I'm not sure about this card. I think it's correct, honestly. I really do. I think I'm going to have to pull out a couple of my own volcanic islands and take a double look at it. Do I have a revised card here? No, it's not revised. It feels a little weird, to be honest, but the gloss, like, it doesn't look particularly off. It's just in such good condition. And sometimes that's the thing, but then the printing looks weird on it. I mean, I wonder if I should weigh it. That's another thing I could do. So just one opening at a time. This is more of a serious opening here because there are some cards of decent value. We'll do the whole light test as well. We'll start by weighing it. Okay, so moving on here. It's never fun to receive a fake volcanic island, I'll tell you. Okay, so it's let's tar that at 0. Put the card on. 1.79, that is quite heavy. I would expect 1.76, kind of. This is a very accurate scale. It goes down an extra decimal point. I expect 1.76. I'd be even at 1.73. And how is this is a 50 gram weight just for testing. It weighs 50.011 grams. So that's my control weight is accurate. Try that again. 1.791. That seems a bit off to me. Try doing the light test through it. Light test obviously is pretty good. Yeah, the weight is a bit high. Yeah, this card concerns me. I'm going to leave the recording going. I mean, that looks like an offset printing pattern to me. I've looked at a lot of cards, but it feels strange. It feels real strange to me. But that...
I may do another submarine.
You made me another submarine? Thanks, sweetie. Here. Well, they're going to leave the recording running for a bit longer because I'm going to come back.
It's the same size as this one.
I'm going to come back with one of my other volcanics and check it.
No, I think the green one.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, I'm going to put this first card to rest here because it is... oh, wait, that's not my lens finder. Never mind. I prefer to be sure. The best way to really evaluate a card is to have another one of the same to compare it to. And so I have this volcanic. I have a few, but we'll take that one. That'll be good enough. Let's pop it out. And it's a decent condition too. It's almost a near mint card. What do these feel like comparatively to each other? They feel very similar. Although, if anything, I would say mine feels the original feels a little heavier. I'm going to weigh mine too. Let's just start by that. There it is. So, put that back on. There we go. And this would be mine. It's a little worse condition. 1.748. Yeah, that's the weight I would expect. 1.748. Like I said, 1.73 to 1.76. And the other one weighs 1.79, so it's a bit on the heavy side. Let's look at this green dot under the microscope. Okay, that's a very crisp green dot. That's kind of what I would expect it to look like. Let's compare the other one. This is the one I got sent. Not terrible though. I mean, it's different. It definitely looks like the black is not well printed. I think that's what's throwing me off. The black is not well printed on this particular revised card. That's the type of print variance you can have. So black is way more solid on mine. Okay. What else can we look at here? Again, I don't know if I love the way this feels or looks. Look at the mana cost, the mana symbols here. Okay, so that's mine that I know is real. Okay, let's have a look at this other one. Again, there's some variant in the printing here, but that's not crazy or uncommon. It's the way it might have aged, it's those specific plates that they were put down. So that's the one I'm not sure about, and I'll put down mine on top of it.
Dad, you know this.
Yeah.
Take.
Looking at those again. See those? I mean, yeah, I think I'm just being overly paranoid here. There's not really any way to fake that. There you go. Yeah, I'm feeling really confident now. See, that's just what you need to do sometimes, is take out another one if you're so lucky to have one to compare to. This is just an extremely, extremely mint volcanic island, and it was printed with a little bit of the black being lighter than the typical printing. And it's throwing me off, and that's okay, and it's normal, and I think it's always good to double check, triple check, and find a few different ways to check it. I've seen a lot of people take cards as being real that aren't, and vice versa. I've heard people say that, oh yeah, this card's definitely fake, and they're wrong. They're basing it off maybe just one way of evaluating it, and even though there's some ways are better than others, like a green dot test is very, very good, it wasn't so great on this card just because of the light printing on the black. It really kind of made the black border around the green dot look broken, and some of the other dots looked off. Even though when I'm looking at it, I can tell, well, this is an offset printing process. This is a printed process. It's not. This is a plate printed process, and not something that was done on a single print jet type of printer, but still had to look. So anyway, here's a Lion's Eye diamond. It's really in great shape. Here, let's look at that. That's truly an amazing copy of a Lion's Eye diamond. And let's look at what the green dot looks like on this Lion's Eye diamond. And that's, again, it's an offset. You can see the dots. This is an offset printing process. Not much to doubt there. And you can see, again, even though it's held at a funny angle, the flat here, and there's a flat section here, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 bumps that are raised there. And that's typically what you'd look at in a green dot. Some people count red dots inside of here. Either they are not visible on this, or not present because they aren't always. But anyway, that's the way I usually go about identifying cards. So I only opened one piece of mail here, but it was a doozy. That was a good one. A nice piece of mail. Okay, I'll put that away and do another opening video after this.